Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to Scatter Love Tarot with your girl coming at you with another pick a card reading. Today we are going into why are women secretly attracted to you. Keeping in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. Also, if you are interested in supporting the channel further, check out the description box down below. You will find all the links necessary in order to do so. And you can also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is the fun, chill hangout session with yours truly. You may also send me an email for a private reading, and I'll get you out further information from there. If you are a returning subscriber and or member, welcome. Thank you so much for supporting me in this way. And if you're new here, this is just a reminder that we are all having this human experience and that this is a safe space for you to come as your highest, most aligned self. If you're wondering, what are you talking about? Memberships? What's going on? Down below, next to where the subscribe button was or is, you will see a join button. If you click on that, it will show you the membership options available that I offer and the 3 levels that are currently there for you. There are love drops, love blossoms, and love bloomers, and they all come with perks that add on top of one another. So that is available for you down below. Awesome. And I believe that is everything. From here on out, things will change just a bit. You may be used to me premiering videos. However, because of the options that I have set up for memberships, I will no longer be able to premiere the videos that I have. Just because of scheduling options, they don't allow that right now. So the chats will not be available any longer for the pick a card readings. However, they will be available for the daily dice, as those are not a part of the perks program. You're not going to have any less readings, I promise. So nothing should change. I just wanted to let you know about that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your prayer, and we'll go ahead and begin with your reading. All right. My beloved source, this prayer is for any and all. Is this lit? It's barely lit. It just went out all quick. Okay. Hold on. We're going to restart that. Send the offering for this prayer. Receive this offering, source, as our love and our light to you, and appreciating the love that you do for us. This prayer is for any and all who come onto this video or who are in this space. I ask that you protect us. Protect us with your love, with your grace. I ask that you give us mercy, for we are not trying to be perfect, but we are trying to walk in this space of unconditional love. And I ask that you allow us that space to be ourselves while also giving us the guidance that we need to become the true embodiment of what unconditional love is. Source, I ask that you open our hearts and our eyes to the truth that stands before us, whether that is the disillusion of something that maybe we've been holding on to too tightly, or if that is the acceptance of where we are at this point. Source, I ask that you guide us with the intention of helping us to find our highest path of light and love, of becoming that true being here in the earth so that we can spread your seeds everywhere and you choose to water them as you see fit. For we cannot make others choose the path that we have chosen, but what we can do is be the true embodiment of that so that you can work your magic through us unto them. So as I pray for this, for all those here that are open to receiving this prayer, as these words are spoken in this space and on this reading, so shall they be. Amen. Aho, ase. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me go ahead and get that set up over here. Already got your cards shuffled and ready to go. If you guys hear anything in the background, it is raining today. It's been raining pretty hard. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Source for pile number 1. What oracle card will help us better understand why women are secretly attracted to pile number 1? One card, please. Whoa, okay, thank you. And remember, it doesn't matter if you're a man or woman or whatever you identify with here. This is just wondering and being curious as those that might actually be attracted to you that you're not aware of, okay? And for pile number 2, source, what oracle card will help us better understand why women are secretly attracted to pile number 2? Okay, thank you. All right, and for pile number 3, source, what oracle card will help us better understand why women are secretly attracted to pile number 3? Whoa. Okay, they want this one. All right. At the bottom of the deck, a message for the collective. The transformer with number 20 here, trusting the process. I transform myself as a caterpillar, as a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly. Aw, my caterpillar never turned into a butterfly. That's a Cheeto, Agnes. Oh, oh. Anyways, you are transforming, and that's what's making you very attractive to everyone that you're coming in contact with, okay? So let me go ahead and get these set up. Also, check out my new crystal ball that I got. I don't know if you can see the owl in there. And the moon. And it's 360. It's really cool. It's like, oh, I love this. I'm excited I got that. So anyways, just wanted to show you. Okay. So for pile number 1, we do have this beautiful piece of yellow jasper for you to choose from. Okay, for pile number 2, we have this beautiful piece of natural jasper for you to choose from. Okay. On pile number 3, we have this piece of red jasper for you to choose from. Alright, so we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Whichever one you are drawn to, that should be the pile for you. With that being said, I'll see you over on your chosen pile. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful piece of yellow jasper, or if you were drawn to this image right here, this is going to be your pile on why are women secretly attracted to you. So we'll put that over there. We'll check that out later. Put this up here. I think this should do. I'm trying to figure out what's best here. There we go. Alright, so first and foremost, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. Also, if you are interested in supporting the channel further, check out the description box where you will find all the links necessary to do so. You can email me for a personal reading and I will get you out further information from there. You may also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly. And I really hope to see you over there as well. Also, memberships are now live. And we already have a member. It is growing, so I'm excited to see that. I do want to give a shout out to, I hope I say this right, but it's Winsky. That's what I have come to think this says, but I'm not sure. So if I said it wrong, I apologize, but I will give a shout out on all the channels. Hello, our first member, Winsky. That's super exciting. And also, if you're wondering what is going on with the memberships, if you check the join button down below where the subscribe button is or was, you'll see the join button, and it will, if you click on that, it will give you a heads up as to the levels available, which is Love Drops, Love Blossoms, and Love Bloomers, and what each level allows you and the prices available for that. Okay? Awesome. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, I do want to use the dice today to connect with your energy to make sure that this is the pile for you. And then we'll go into it deeper with the tarot and find out why women are secretly attracted to you. This is not one of those readings where it's like, oh, you have to be a masculine to be here in any way, shape, or form, or you don't even have to be attracted to women yourself. I just always recommend watching these because maybe you might be surprised. You might not actually know and then find out that you had some suspicions all along that are getting confirmed or whatever that is. So they're just fun and it's meant to be fun. Okay, so Source, can you tell us about pile number 1 so that they know if this is their reading or not? What messages can you tell us about pile number 1, Source, so that they know that this is their reading or not? What can you tell us about pile number 1 so that they know this is their pile? Okay, and I do have a message for you. They're telling me to go ahead and tell it because it was for you. Before I even got started, I was kind of like all over the place. Like, didn't actually know what I was doing. I had to start over. I was trying to start with pile number 3 for some reason. You might resonate with messages from pile 3, but it was just so weird. I have this routine that I do when I start the readings and how I move the cards out of the way, and I was so backwards all of a sudden, and I was like, oh my gosh. So you may be in a place right now where you just feel like everything is not going right, or you feel like everything is kind of falling apart, and they're just saying that, like, that's just this part of the journey where you're at right now. So we do have 8th house Aquarius and Venus energy. Yeah, you're very attractive right now. You could also be taking on a lot of people's energy right now and feeling that confusion from others, right? You may be in a very attractive place in your life and people are suddenly finding themselves uber attracted to you, pile 1, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, I'm not usually attracted to how, like, the type of pile 1. So you might be leaving them in a place of confusion. But right now, you are in a place of where you're being transformed. And isn't that funny? Because on the collective message, we had the Transformers. And with 8th house coming through, it's showing a death and a rebirth, a deep transformation, hidden emotions, things that are coming up from the subconscious of our being and really being brought to the surface so you can work through it. And that in turn is making you more approachable, more friendly, more outgoing, more just people see you as this smart, intelligent person that maybe they can come and talk to. It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of people come and tell you their life story for no reason. You might be like, why are people telling me this stuff? It's just because you're in that very magnetic stage right now. You're very innovative, but you're also emotionally detached. Like, you're not really worried about the outcome, like whether it works out as a deep friendship or a deep connection or not. Like, you're just kind of like, whatever. Whatever is whatever. However it works out is however it works out. I'm not really that attached to it. You're also seen as someone who might be kind of on the edge of life, like the dangerous side. Like, people are kind of attracted to that. What is it? What they can't have, or things that seem taboo and dangerous. And so that's something that is coming through. But you're in this place of really taking care of yourself, where maybe you hadn't been before, becoming more intimate with yourself, not giving yourself away so much, maybe starting some business partnerships as well, or joint ventures with others, and allowing yourself to expand, right? And so it's allowing you to really attract people at this time. You're very magnetic, seen as someone who's very sociable, who's very financially set, who's very charming, gifted, who is luxurious, peaceful, balanced, harmonious, very feminine by nature. Like, you might be a masculine here, like, what are you talking about? But you're just in that place where you're embodying and embracing the deep inside internal feminine energy that we all have, masculine and feminine within us. It's just energy. But you're very comfortable right now with where you are, and I feel like you're constantly growing. Like, while you might be comfortable, it's almost like being comfortable in a place of change. And you're cool with that. Like, you're embracing that change, constantly moving, constantly being fluid, and it's helping you grow a lot faster than you were before. So, let's get some tarot out on it. See what the tarot says. I have everything set up all different because I got my Christmas tree set up right here next to the table, and so it kind of cramped my style a little bit, but that's all right. It's Christmas time. We got to celebrate. So, all right. So source for pile number 1. Why are women secretly attracted to pile number 1? What messages can you tell us here? Yeah, definitely want a relationship with you. Why are women secretly attracted to pile number 2? Feeling like you have way too many options and that they don't stand a chance, but that they want to try anyways. Why are women secretly attracted to pile number 1? Thank you. Why are women secretly attracted to pile number 1? Like, you're very settled and fortunate in life. And that makes them feel like there's not very many people out there who are on the same level as you are, and that's why they're very attracted to you right now. Source, why are women secretly attracted to pile number 1? Whoa, okay, so the Magician was flying out. It came out in reverse. It was trying to come out in the upright, but then at the last second it flew into the reverse. So I'm going to take it in the reverse. Why are women secretly attracted to pile number 1? Honestly, what I'm hearing with this Magician is they're kidding themselves. They know they don't stand a chance with you. Yeah. We have the Pope in the reverse. On the bottom of the deck, look, we have the 3 of coins in the reverse. Look, what did I said that, like, they feel like they don't stand a chance with you. Like, the 10 of coins in the reverse. So these could definitely be people that you work with. We have the World here with Temperance. Yeah, this is that energy. You're very much in this place of healing something. And this is you completing a cycle. And it's like, this could be friends, right? This doesn't necessarily have to be people who are sexually attracted to you or want a relationship, but there is that energy that's coming through. And it's like they're saying right now, like, things are falling apart. Like, you're in a place of receiving some sort of financial support here that they feel like is kind of unfair. Like, maybe they put in the same work, or maybe they feel like they put in the same work, which are 2 different things, right? Putting in the same work as someone else and actually feeling like you've done that, that's 2 different things, because you might not even know how hard that person was working behind closed doors. And so what they're showing here is like this falling apart, right? Right now, whoever these women are, it's like they have a lot that's falling apart in their life. And so they're attracted to your financial stability right now, which we see with Venusian energy. Could be a Capricorn or a Virgo. Could be a Leo, it could be a Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Taurus, and Sag. Yeah, so Sag kept coming through, so it could be a Sag. You could have Sagittarius energy, highly aspect. I'm hearing Sag Venus right now. I don't know why. And then we have the 5 of Wands in the reverse. Okay. This is interesting. First of all, pile 1. I just want to say what's peaking. Yeah, okay, we have the Page of Cups peaking. I just want to say use caution with whom you're inviting into your energy moving forward, especially if it's feminine energy. Okay, and the reason that I say that is because this energy is not, it's just not that good. There's a story that's coming through here that's more or less what's going on with this person and not necessarily why they're attracted to you, because the dice pointed that out. Suddenly something happened where you're seen as where you can go and enjoy the finer things in life. You can enjoy the fun in life. You can take yourself out, your self-care, you're loving on yourself. And it's very mysterious how you have come into this place of security, even though you know how you got there. Okay? Well, what's going on with this group of women, because it does feel like there's at least 2, maybe 3 or more that are coming in. They are refusing to change how they're approaching life. They see life in the way that they see it. And I'm definitely seeing 2. There's one older and one younger. Okay? But what I'm seeing here is like these are women that take from you. Okay, and I apologize if this is not what you came here to listen to, but this is source taking over the reading. This is being very clear here. Because this is not your energy. I don't feel like this is your energy at all. Anytime the Magician comes out in the reverse, we're talking about someone who's very, like a trickster. Can be manipulative, but they use all their all the tricks and tools that they have in their bag to gain something. We have the Five of Wands coming out in the reverse, which talks about an obstinate refusal to change. And then we have the Pope here in the reverse, which talks about a failure of a commitment, or a commitment that has failed, like divorce or a falling apart of a friendship, right? Something that at one point felt like it was going to last for forever. And the Three of Coins in the reverse is a dissolution of a partnership. So this is talking about someone or a group of women that you cut yourself from, and they see you as like their ticket out of here. And that's why they're secretly attracted to you. It's like they're not really attracted to you. They're attracted to what you can offer them. And they're really leaning into that right now. Right? They think that like you are showing off. Either you're trying to earn people's love through your gifts or your talents, or there's like this energy of they think you're showing off, but they think that, oh, I can play a part in that. Like I can be in that, right? And yeah, it's like a discrimination of sorts. This is just a very odd energy. It took over all of a sudden, right? It's like very disappointing for them. Maybe this was a partner that you had in the past. Was I saying like joint ventures? Oh, okay. So they're bringing it together here with the eighth house. They're talking about joint ventures. They're trying to say like, this is someone who tried to have a joint venture with you, or is going to come forward and try to have a joint venture with you. And it's just not going to work out. It's just not. It's not going to pan out the way that maybe you expected it to, or the way that they expected it to. Like, they really think they're going to use you to gain... It feels like they're trying to gain access to something here. Right? Like, oh, I got pile number 1 in my back pocket. Right? And with the Five of Wands, we can talk about, like, that obstinate refusal to change. It has other meanings as well, but one thing that's really coming through here for me is this going into a very complex situation. Like you're walking into something that's very unbalanced and something that's like not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. Especially with this energy here, right? It's almost like you're trying to do a partnership with someone or something and it falls apart, but there's women involved because it's coming up on this reading for a reason. And so there's a dissolution of a partnership, something that's going to fall apart. Let's get some clarifiers for you. I wasn't going to do clarifiers today, but I'm going to do that for you, pile 1, because I just need to know. Can you tell us some more? They want that on the Five of Wands. Okay. Can we please have some clarifying cards here for pile number 1, source? Okay. Can we please have some clarifying cards here for pile number 1? One more. Okay, so I get 2 more. We've got the Moon and we've got the Six of Swords. Yeah, this is something that's secretive. Like look, why are women secretly attracted to you? Again, it does not have to be a romantic situation, and this to me does not feel romantic. They love the idea of what you can potentially bring into their life. And this is something that I feel like you have already balanced within your energy. Like this is karma, like karmic debt that you've already paid. Okay, but they're coming in thinking, oh, I'm going to pull one over on pile number 1. Like, I'm really going to get them. I'm really going to make them do what I want to do. And they're not going to be none the wiser. And I feel like you might know who this is already, or when they come into your energy, like, you're going to be aware. Yeah, yeah. Source is saying, like, that's the thing. You're a boss. You're next level here. Okay, like, you are seen as a CEO, a boss, you have your own business. You're very high up wherever you're at. And even if you don't feel like you are, they see you as that abundant person who has status. And they feel like they'll gain... Like, I'm hearing they'll shoot up the social ladder if they connect with you in that way. With these, look, we have temperance coming back through. Because you're so healed, because you're so far along on your journey, because you've done so much to get to where you are. Like, this definitely feels like someone who thinks they're going to come in, and it's almost like replacing you. That's what it is. It's like, they feel like they're going to have a way to replace you. Boom, we have the 10 of Wands. This could have been a friend, okay? This here is talking to me, though. It's like the 10 of Wands in the upright talks about a friendship that makes it through thick and thin. But what they're showing me here is the energy which, when it comes out in the reverse, I'm just being honest here, is when it's taking on responsibilities that's not yours. This is not your responsibility to deal with. You've already gone through this. You've already dealt with this, and this person thinks that they are the manipulator, the trickster, the sentry. The thing is they see you growing. They see you succeeding. They see you drawing in and attracting to you everything that you desire. And on top of that, they think that, oh, well, because pile 1 is attracting in everything that they wanting, like, it feels like here with the ship, like, that ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. You already went through the death of this, right? Like, she's in a coffin. Like, this is a truly morbid image. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to bring it down like that, but it's like she's in this coffin, and here the rabbit is taking her away. And what is that? Isn't that the same thing that they talk about when they put the 2 coins on your eyes? They give that to the farrier of the underworld so that the farrier will take you across. That indicates death. But here, this is like a spiritual growth from an egoic death. Like, that ship has already sailed. Right? You're in a place that's completely distant from where they're at, and so you're already getting the sense that this is not going to work out for you, and so it's just kind of like tying up those loose ends. Let's see what else we've got here. Yeah, King of Wands. This is somebody who's going to come in real fast. Real fast, and hope that they can really pull one over on you. This person, the things that they're going to say, they're going to like take little jabs at you and see how you react to them. And I feel like because you don't react very often, like, it takes a lot for you to get upset, especially because of the healing that you've done. You're already a mysterious person, so you already don't get upset about a lot of things. But you do feel like this person's going to take little jabs at you here and see how you react. And because you're not reacting, they think, oh, they're dumb. I'm going to pull the wool over their eyes. They're not going to see what it is that I want to do. They're not going to see what it is that I'm coming with, and I'm going to take over in their position. It definitely feels like someone who wants to take your position, but that's the only reason they're secretly attracted to you, is because they're seeing themselves in your position, but not knowing how to do the work to get there. Okay. And we could be mad about that. Sure. But at the end of the day, it's just wasted energy, because this person has their own lessons to learn, and you're going to walk away from this, I feel. And that's just going to be another notch in their belt of a lesson needing to learn. Because you're not going to go through this again. I mean, some of you could, but I do feel like the majority of you are going to really walk away from this, right? But they're not showing me, especially with the moon card here, they're really not showing me much more. This could be an Aries, a Pisces. This could be a Taurus. This could be a Virgo, a Capricorn, a Leo, Sag. You could be a Scorpio and Aquarius. You could have Sagittarius in your Venus. You'd have Pisces in your Venus. These are very specific, but just remember, it could be anybody. But this is someone who's going to hide their true intentions until the very end. And that's why the only reason, pile 1, that they're secretly attracted to you is because of the position that you hold in life, okay? Whether that's your career, we do have the indication of career with the coins cards on the bottom of the deck, but it could be just anything. Ooh, look at what flipped over. The Watcher was Snow Leopard. Yeah, this person is watching your every move. And it definitely is a feminine energy. And remember, feminine energy could also be a masculine who has a feminine zodiac sign. So that would be earth or water. So just keeping that in mind too. But this is a very specific question why women are secretly attracted to you, but they want me to bring that up as well. So just be on point with your intuition is all they're saying here. Yeah, you have a strategy to stay on the course, and that's what they want you to do. But being very secret, like, look, it's like everything that she's doing is very much under wraps. You're not out in the open here. You're in this little dark cubby, this cave. So staying in the cave is good for you. Don't mention what you're doing. Don't mention what you're succeeding at. Don't mention how you're succeeding, because this person is just waiting. They're just waiting for you to slip up just a little bit so they can come rain down on you. And that's just not going to work here. Yeah, they want you to stay vigilant. No matter what's going on here, just stay true to what it is that you're already doing. I feel like this is just the closing out of a cycle. You know, when we go on this journey, it's like we want everything to end. So this could be someone at home with Wombat Spirit, be at home. They also just want you to be comfortable with the path that you've chosen, okay? Sometimes what happens, though, is we choose to end cycles in our lives, and it's like Source kind of bombards us with what it is that we want to get rid of, right? And it's so that we become wiser. We know that, okay, I definitely don't want to deal with that. Yeah, surrendering to this process. Knowing that transformation is yours, okay? And that's why this person is so attracted to you, or these people. It could be people who want to do this too, right? Doesn't necessarily, it's like, feels like either 3 people, 3 women, or it's 1 woman. House 1, individuality, your self-image, and your approach to life. This is another reason why they're so attracted to you, because it's like they feel like if they were just to step up into the life that you have right now, if they just stepped up into it, then they could be you. But okay, for those of us that have been on the journey, we know that doesn't work. Look, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help with Fiona here. Yeah, so you're receiving divine source help, okay? Your angels are definitely trying to protect you from this situation. It's just very important for you to be vigilant on what it is that you're doing and how you're doing it, how you're moving. With you to come out with the 8th house defining your energy, it's important that you stay in this very secretive energy, okay? So we have you are fighting with releasing the mother wound. This came out of the deck over here. This is from one of my own homemades. And on the bottom, yeah, look, we have cat, rebirth, and resurrection. Keep following your intuition. Exactly what I was feeling. Yes, thank you, Source. Thank you so much. We have lake, stillness. Yeah. This is like connecting, right? You've asked for help, but we have to go into stillness to receive that help. So this feels like a confirmation reading for you. Maybe you've been dealing with someone close to your heart, home, work, wherever it is, and you're wondering, is this person like, they act like they're attracted to me, but I don't know, like, what's the deal going on here? Look, we have the moon again, satisfy emotional needs and nurture self and others. So right now it might be hidden. And they're definitely really good at keeping their intentions hidden from you. Okay? So again, we did talk about this, like the ship has already sailed. Like you're very much in this power position where it's like you don't need others to be in yourself. This definitely feels like the temperance energy to me. She's got her feet in the water down here, but the water is different from the ocean that the ship is sailing on. And it feels like, you know, it's like just this purification process. And we have Pisces energy here with the fish. This definitely feels like the ocean around here. So maybe this is you next to the ocean or you're about to go to the ocean. And that's a confirmation for you. This is also showing how aligned you are here But that's what's so magnetic is your alignment. You're shining like a star right now. Okay, you might not feel that way, but that's what's coming through. We have the loner. Look at, I can't with this. I enjoy being alone and getting in touch with my true feelings. So this is the part of your journey. You're just, what did I say? You're meant to do it alone. Like, you're okay with being alone. Like, let's check this card out from the book. We've got number 36. 36 is 9, bringing this situation to a close, right? It's not quite complete, but it's getting there. There are times when it is important for you to put distance, either emotionally or physically, between you and your situation. When you are feeling overly stressed and vulnerable, it is crucial that you avoid being overwhelmed by people and events that have no regard for your fragile state. You must protect yourself from insensitivity of others. Be around only positive people. Isolate yourself from your routine to get in touch with your true feelings. You may even need to release a good cry, which can act like an escape valve on your emotions. Escape comes in many forms. It is up to you to choose the method that is appropriate for your situation. Sometimes making a strategic withdrawal can give you time to rest and recover your perspective on your situation. Coasting on automatic pilot is a form of escape too, but it will not get you to where you would like to be, right? And we have strategic on the bottom here. Yeah, so this is a strategy that they're bringing in here. They're asking you to just take some time and be with the stillness, because you're in a place of deep, deep healing right now, which we saw here with the 8th house. This is healing on a very deep emotional level. This is uprooting those subconscious emotions that you had from when you were a child, things that you didn't know necessarily existed. And whoever this is taking advantage of your emotional state. Or these people, they're trying to take advantage of your emotional state, because right now you're releasing the mother wound. And this is one of the deepest wounds that we actually have, especially for those of us that didn't receive the love or the care and nurturing that we felt we deserved when we were children. Okay, so this is what I see for you, pile number 1. If it resonated with you, leave me a thumbs up down below. Leave a little fox emoji down below and say, I strategically walk my way through this journey. So Source knows that you're ready to receive this higher vibrational energy. And if this wasn't the message that you wanted to hear, you're looking more to find out more about what the question is regarding to, then definitely check out one of the other piles, okay? But I do feel like this was something that needed to be heard at this time for you. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I want to take a quick second to thank your guide, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, pile number 1, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful piece of natural jasper, or if you were drawn to this image right here, this is going to be your reading on why are women secretly attracted to you. So keeping in mind that these are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what does not. Knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing down below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. Also, if you are interested in supporting the channel further, check out the description box below where you will find all the links necessary to do so. You can follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly. Or you can also email me free personal reading and I'll get you out further information from there. You may also check out the memberships down below and the join button. If you click that join button, it'll show you the levels available, which is Love Drops, Love Blossoms, and Love Bloomers. And it will give you all the information necessary on those memberships. That will be where the subscribe button is or was. Okay, and I do want to send a shout out to our very first member, and I hope that I'm saying this right. If I'm not, I do apologize. But I have Winsky. So I do just want to say thank you for supporting me in this way, and I'm so honored to have you along this journey of the memberships with me. First thing I do want to say here is that Source kind of took pile number 1 on a roller coaster ride. I'm not sure why, but it just kind of went way off base from the question, but there was a very, very deep concerning message that needed to come out. So if you're coming here from pile number 1, hopefully this will come back to the question. Usually there's only ever one pile that does quite that. But I just want to put that out there so that you know this Source just kind of needed to say something, all right? So I'm just here to pass on the message. But we will try to direct this towards the question that I'm asking today, and I'm going to use the dice to find out more information about you to see if this is your reading, okay? So Source, can you please tell us about pile number 2 so that they know if this is their reading? What can you tell us about pile number 2 so that they know if this is their reading? Source, what messages can you share with us about pile number 2 so that they know that this is their reading? All right, so we have Capricorn 3rd house, and we have Pluto energy. Interesting. Okay. So definitely a very diligent worker. You've done a lot. You've let go of a lot. Let me get this set up here. I feel like right now you are healing home wounds, things that are very close to your heart. You may be on a twin flame journey, okay? And that's not going to be for everyone, so please don't start looking at what twin flames are. This is for those of you that already know. That's what Source said on my channel. It's for those of you that already know you're on the journey, okay? This also is saying here that you have... It feels like a sibling here that you've had to transform the connection with. Like, there was a lot of animosities before. There was a lot of miscommunications that were coming through. There was a lot of disturbances. I feel a disturbance in the force. This could have been friends as well, where you just couldn't clearly, like, communicate with one another, or it felt like they never understood where you were coming from, okay? Don't know why we're going down this road, but that's what it is. You definitely have a capacity for really large scale thinking, but this also comes with problems of getting really stuck in the mind, right? Like being really stuck in the thoughts of what if, what woulda, shoulda, coulda, and so on and so forth, and really playing things over and over again in your mind, things that have already happened, okay? But overall, you're someone who's very, very ambitious. You're someone who's very strategic, determined, and hardworking. You're very disciplined. You're a master at whatever it is that you are working on currently. You are incredibly intelligent. Like, that's definitely something that's coming out here. It's like your intelligence is next level. You very quickly pick up on the nuances, whether that's in conversation or whether you're learning something, maybe in school. Like, you were always able to get good grades because you picked up on the small things that maybe other people were stumped on, and it was never a problem for you. You were always able to see those things. But sometimes you do tend to be pessimistic because you're trying to be all things at once, trying to control your future along with controlling those that are around you. I feel like this is something that you're deeply working on with the Pluto energy here. But because we have Pluto here at the end and we don't have the 8th house or Scorpio energy here, this is something that's saying it's like this is something you're really working on right now. Like, you're seeing this as something that's arising in your energy. And even when it comes to business, like if it's not control or if it's not those barriers, it's being fearful or rigid or cynical or self-limiting towards what it is that you want. Like, you're not allowing yourself to be all expansive, which we definitely see from the 3rd house coming up, where we have that energy right now where it's like you're somebody who has the ability to see unlimited potential and unlimited possibilities. And you do see that, but oftentimes that comes with the burden of being stuck in your mind body a lot and not being able to come into that spiritual place, which is where it feels like you're trying to go. And because of this, you've evolved a lot. Like, you take on a lot of spiritual lessons, and you've definitely evolved a lot, and you've definitely healed a lot of internal wounds. And I feel like this right now is just showing the fear that you're currently working on. And they're bringing up control again, right? They are bringing up control again with these two energies. That's something that keeps coming through. It's an energy that keeps appearing here. So it's saying that that's something that you're working on. You're trying to upheave that from your emotional body and trying to figure out, why am I trying to control how others see me, or how others appear in my life, or how others are doing what it is that they're doing, how they're affecting me, and I'm trying to control that rather than just letting everything unfold as it is, and then me working on controlling myself. And it's not that you don't control yourself, it's just that may sometimes be it may extend past you, right? Unintentionally is what this feels like. But right now you're in a very intense, transformative time. You're healing. That's what they're saying here. The end of year here, if you're watching this when it's posted, definitely feels like a very transformative time for the collective. So don't feel like you're alone in this journey. This is us letting go of really what's not good for us so that we can start afresh with this new year. Plus, technically right now, we're about to start the last stent of the zodiac wheel. So we're about to come into the winter time of the zodiac, right? Which is Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces energy. And that's all about reflection and self-healing and self-understanding. Really understanding those things that maybe before we didn't want to see. Okay? All right, so that's the energy that I have on you right now. And we'll go ahead and get some cards out and find out, why are women secretly attracted to pile number 2 source? What can you tell us here? Why are women secretly attracted to pile number 2? It does feel like you have this childlike adventure about you that they're very drawn to. Like, even though sometimes you can be very harsh, like, you also do like to enjoy certain things. Like, you really, maybe you are goofy when you're out and about, or when you're just, people are talking to you, like, you're just very goofy and silly, or just, you like to have fun, or you really enjoy, like, I keep seeing a ball pit right now. That's so funny. Like, you go and jump in the ball pit. Like, people are like, that's for kids. And you're like, I'm a big kid. And you just jump in. You're like, yeah. And they're like, really? Because that's for tiny kids. And you're like, so I can make myself tiny too. You're like a jokester. And that's something that they really like. Like, you make them laugh. Okay. Source, why are women secretly attracted to pile number 2? Because you make them laugh. That's great. I love that. Why are women secretly attracted to pile number 2, source? Thank you. Yeah, and I feel like that's something that helps you overcome this is heavy, right? This is heavy energy on the dice. Like, that's really heavy energy, but heavy energy isn't necessarily a bad thing. But I feel like you have maybe always been that person that even in times of seriousness, you can be harsh when you need to be. You can try to control the situation, but I feel like most times you do kind of swivel into just making a big joke about things until it kind of gets to the point where people are like, okay, we don't need to joke about this. And it's almost like a flip switch. Like, you switch the flip. You flip the switch? Yeah, you flip the switch. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You flip the switch and you go, it's like a 180. You go from being goofy to being 100% serious. Why so serious? Why are women secretly attracted to pile number 2, source? But it's with cause, right? It's not like you're trying to hurt people. It's not like, or at least not consciously. You're not trying to hurt anybody. You're not trying to be. I keep hearing that harsh bite. Like, it's a bite. Like, you have this idealistic version of yourself or others that maybe you've held your whole life, which you're seeing now as an illusion. And it's like holding others up to this very high expectation, but it's like others feel the bite or the sting of that expectation. And so it's kind of like it was either or. There was no in between with you. Yeah, and this is something that I feel like it's hard for you to come to terms with right now. What do we have? Yeah, it feels like this is something that has set you back, okay? And what women are very attracted to right now is it does feel like right now you are trying to block yourself from this energy. Like, you're trying to be more light and airy here with the Page of Swords. Like, I'm trying to really embrace this lighter sense. Like, I don't have to be so comical all the time, but equally so not have to go the other way and be so harsh, right? With myself or with others. Like, it does feel like with the Page of Swords here, you're definitely trying to embrace this more lightheartedness, okay? Let's see what the other cards are. Yeah, King of Swords. Definitely trying to connect with the heart chakra here. That's where you've been closed off. Okay. All right. Women are attracted to how honest you are. But they also see this as a red flag. Like, it's interesting because there's like these two energies, right? You have the King here starting the reading. You have the Page of Swords ending the reading here. And it's like women are attracted to your honesty. It's almost like a brutal honesty too. It's like, again, it feels like it could be really, really harsh or really, really just goofy in the delivery. And maybe it's not those two types of energies, but it's like those two types of energies where it's like one or the other. There's no in between. Right? It's maybe you're really, really nice or really, really mean, right? Like it just feels like there's no like finding somewhere in the middle. And oddly enough, women are very attracted to that, right? Like, because they know that's why I'm saying, like, you're not intentionally trying to hurt people's feelings, but you know that sometimes it's going to happen because there's that energy that is coming through here. But you are someone that is seen as very strong, but also very guarded. It's almost like they want what they can't have, and they feel like they can't have you. They feel like they're not able to connect with you like that. Right? Because you're always preparing for what's next. And it's like trying to find that balancing state here. Right? Trying to really find that balancing place here where you're not, again, it's like finding the middle ground. And you're really trying to break free of your past. And that's why women are so attracted to you, because you're not trying to come in with a whole bunch of baggage. Right? Because before, I feel like with the Nine of Swords here, it's like not paying attention to the red flags. I feel like these are women who have seen you go through a transformation. Or they see you transforming now. And they see that you've been brought to your knees by situations from the past. Because you maybe weren't prepared for what it was you had to go through. Maybe you didn't have everything at your disposal that you needed. And it feels like prior to whatever it was they were looking at, like you weren't actually set on your purpose. Like you didn't know what you wanted to do. So it's kind of like all over the place, right? Like this is like very like boing, boing, boing kind of energy. Like I'm here and then I'm over here and then I'm here and then I'm over here and then I'm over here and then I'm over here. It doesn't take away from the fact that you're a hard worker, that you're determined and ambitious. But sometimes what happens is maybe you would get involved in something. You're like, oh, this is it. This is for me. And then suddenly that would fall apart. And you're like, instead of staying with it to see if it ever would come through, like that was it for you. You're like, oh no, it's not going to work. It's going to fail. Every time I get involved in it, it's going to fail. So I'm going to let this go and I'm going to try something new. And then you would get into it. But the minute that it had a supposed setback, right? Or a failure, because it's not really a failure. It's all just experience. That's something that you would turn away from. And so that's something that it feels like you're trying to leave that behind. Like you're really trying. Look at how they're defending each other, right? It feels new being on the bottom of the deck. This is something that feels new. It feels fresh, but you're also in a place where you know you have to approach this situation intelligently. You have to approach this place from wisdom. And so you're really trying to ward off this uncertain energy. Not being prepared, not paying attention to the red flags, failing against what appears to be someone who's stronger than you or who's wiser than you, not being clear on your purpose, not being clear on what you want on the journey forward, kind of being unsure of what's next, right? And it's like you're in this place, and what's being so attractive to others, to women right now, why they're secretly attracted to you is because you are coming from a place of sheer intelligence that's making you appear very balanced and very heart-centric. So it's like if you've had a problem coming from your heart chakra before, if your heart chakra was muted, the energy was muted, it's because of that energy of getting stuck in your head, right? You could be a Gemini. You could have Mercury in Gemini. You could have the 6th house in Gemini. Or you could have the 6th house in Mercury in its home, or in 6th house in Mercury, or you could have the 6th house in Virgo as well, as what I'm seeing here. Virgo in the 6th house. Yeah. But Gemini energy very strong here. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Then we have Libra and Aquarius, and then we have Aries energy as well. We have Libra energy, and then Aquarius. So definite air energy here. Yeah, okay, so with the 7 of Swords here, this is something that you've overcome. Boom, Aries energy again. And this is something that's turned you into a very powerful person. Very sure of your journey now. Very sure that I'm not going to let the setbacks or the supposed failures, right, let me fail on going forward. Now, I wasn't going to do clarifiers this round, but I feel like I am just going to get a couple for you. I did for pile 1. I'm feeling called to, like, we have Justice flying out, which is Libra energy. Yeah, this is the balancing of your energy. Being fair to yourself. Before, I feel like it was maybe difficult for you to be fair to yourself. Yeah, it has to do with work situations, something you put a lot of intention into. Doesn't necessarily have to be work. It's just something that you continue to work on, trying to build something, right? Trying to build some structure here. But look at this. This image kind of depicts exactly what I was saying, just being so harsh on yourself. It's almost like this is your consciousness, and this is you whipping. I'm going to whip you into shape. You're going to do exactly what I want you to do and how I want you to do it. And like that control. And then we have the King of Coins, which is Virgo energy. Right? So there's this energy here of that showing like this is trying to balance out your financial situation. So women are attracted to the fact that they see you as someone who is not only an emperor status, okay, but also the King of Coins status, showing that you could give them everything that they want. All right, and I'm not talking about gold diggers here. I'm talking about they see themselves growing with you. Some of these women definitely could be gold diggers, but I do see like growth. Like they see you as someone growing because of this situation that you've overcome. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Wands. And you had to do it alone. You had to go it alone. You had to face your anxiety. You had to face your fears. Right? And it's new. The Page of Cups here. This is new. Giving this adoration to yourself, this love, this grace, the space to just be as you are in this here now here moment. It's been a challenge, but it was something that, like, it's interesting because this Justice is built on a house of cards. Like someone could come in and just whoosh, and blow it down, right? The big bad wolf. And I feel like you maybe were the big bad wolf in your own life. But learning how to have this touch of grace and humanity beyond what it was that you felt like it needed to be, like before, the old patterns of yourself, letting that go and coming with a place of grace. And slowly and patiently working. It's like letting go of this need to completely control the outcome and rather just let things happen. That wasn't easy for you. But now you're cautious with the way that you approach life with this very optimistic outlook. Like you're very happy about the way things are coming together. You're very much in this place of being like, look, I have my ice cream. I'm just going to hold it close to me. I don't need to have it all the way out here. I'm going to hold it close to me and eat it and enjoy it. I'm not going to share it with anyone. I'm just going to stay here true to myself. And that's just it. It's like you're much more optimistic than you were before. I feel like maybe you were in a place of negativity or, again, that harshness that bit back at others. That's something that keeps coming through here. It's like finally you saw this place of grace, and that's why women are secretly attracted to you, because you're coming from this place of, while you're in this masculine energy, it's owning the feminine grace, the feminine energy within. So it's like being a balanced masculine, like coming out of toxic masculinity. And you might not be a masculine, and that's okay, but that you could be a divine feminine who is in toxic masculinity. And now that you balance that out, it's come into this place of finding a deep truth within yourself. And through that, you've allowed yourself to expand your knowledge to others, but also within yourself. You're connecting with the Akashic records, and you're connecting with a deeper part of yourself. Observation with Peregrine Falcon on the bottom here. Opening to your third eye. And the third eye is actually a feminine energy, right? And then you have the crown chakra, the Sahasrara, which is actually devoid of gender. Yeah, you changed. So shape-shifting here. This talks about changing. This is actually the Aquarius energy in this book. So you may have Aquarius highly aspect in your chart. This really talks about changing your looks, changing the way you show up, changing everything on the outside so that you can express yourself more deeply and clearly, but not forgetting who you are. Right? That's what this card talks about. And that's exactly what it feels like. It's like you've shape-shifted your emotional ego and come closer to the truth of your soul. Okay, they want that one. Yeah, number 8, life is a mystery. Healing karmic wounds, healing karmic patterns, healing toxic patterns. It feels like you're just letting go of what's not yours to hold. And it felt like at one point like it was yours to hold. Like, oh my gosh, like I have to hold on to this because this is the way things are. This is the way I was. This is the way that. And you're really letting that go. Gemini energy once again. Curiosity, intellect, and networking. So a lot of these women are women that you network with. Okay, it could be romantic. We don't have any cups cards out here, right? We do talk about attraction, but attraction doesn't necessarily mean sexual or love attraction, right? Attraction could just be like, these are women who are attracted to you because you have changed the way you show up for whatever it is that you're doing. And now they like trust you and they want to believe in you. And instead of feeling like you're pushing them away, they want to receive you. Right? We have Xana on the bottom with you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and to feel safe. Yeah, so you definitely healed something here. And that's why they're deeply attracted to you. You've come into a magnetic energy. That's the thing, right? And we talk about that in the law of attraction. We want to let go of what it is that's a repellent. Like, I'm seeing the Axe spray. Oh my gosh. You ever seen the Axe commercials when they spray on Axe cologne or the Axe spray and it's like all the women just like charge in and attack them? It's like before you had Axe in your life, like you maybe just were spraying on something that women were just repulsed by, right? And even if you're a woman on here, right, you could be a divine femme, like I said, like it doesn't matter. Whatever you identify with, it doesn't matter. Okay, none of that matters, but that's what they're showing me. It's like before you had on something that was just like everybody was like, ugh, like no, pile 2, I don't want that. And all of a sudden one day you discovered the mystery of Axe within your own energy and you started spraying that on regularly, and now it's like people are flocking to you, especially women. You have given your power away. Yeah, this is the energy that you were in. You had given your power away, and that's what the repellent was, right? Like not appearing grounded in your own journey and your self-worth. What do we have on the bottom here? I love that this came out. Don't put off until tomorrow what need be done today. And that's exactly what it is. You took the journey. You're like, okay, I need to fix this. Something's not working for me. And that's why it feels new here. But you're also grounding in this king energy, which says that it may feel new, but it's natural for you. Right? Sacrifice with Bull here. Yeah, you had to sacrifice something. Right? And I feel like this is the ego. You sacrifice the ego, wanting to be cynical, wanting to be rigid, wanting to be rough, wanting to be harsh, you know, and again, not taking those things so seriously as much as it's this energy that you had around you where it's others just felt the sting of your expectation of them and of yourself. And so it's like, that's what you had to sacrifice. Look, wasn't I talking about how we're coming into the winter time frame now, and it's all about reflection? We have winter solstice coming out. I love this. We're coming into winter season, which is Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces season, right? That's the end of the zodiac wheel. That's the end of the year for the zodiacs. And you're coming into this deep reflection, but that's why women are so attracted to you right now, and they're secretly attracted to you, is because they see you reflecting. They feel it more than anything. This is a pile where they feel your energy deeply. Okay? Like, we have Ant Spirit with time to collaborate, pile 1. So you could have a collaboration coming in the future. You could have a couple of women reaching out, wanting to build something with you. But this is just kind of that okay, like having faith that you've done what you've needed to do to bring in those that are going to help you put things into place. Like House 8. So we have House 8 coming for transformation, karma, facing fears, and leaving your legacies. This was hard for you. This was hard for you to face, but now that you faced it, like, you feel the shift, and you feel, again, this energy of lot lighter. Like, I'm getting with the Page of Swords here. Like, the Page of Swords talks about not wanting to face reality, whatever that is. Reality. It talks about not wanting to take things seriously. But today, the energy that's coming from it is literally a lightheartedness. Like, I feel lighthearted on my journey. I feel better about what I'm doing. I feel better about myself, and I don't want to be so serious all the time. That's what's coming from it, because any of the air signs, they're all connected to our heart chakra. And our heart chakra talks about our right to be loved and to love, right? But not just loving others, allowing ourselves to be loved as well. And that's what it feels like is happening here. Look, we have Isaiah. It is a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. Yeah, so you're definitely in a period of change and transformation. We see that with Pluto and with the 8th house here, which is connected to Scorpio energy. This is like an upheaval, right? So let's take a look at your oracle card. With this image here, I feel like you're definitely getting a lot of ancient wisdom. You're tapping into a higher consciousness, right? This could be the super consciousness. This could be source energy, your guides. But I also feel like this is your ancestors coming through and speaking wisdom upon you to help you deal with the dark night, right? The dark night of the soul, what's kept you from manifesting what you wanted in life, what's kept you from seeing the light, the truth, from connecting with source. We have this energy of purple here, which is source energy to me, connecting through our crown chakra, which can be a lavender color or a violet color. And also I'm getting sacral chakra energy here as well, which is my right to feel. And it's like, if you're not allowing yourself to feel what it is that you've put yourself through, or what it is that maybe you've done to others, right? Because no one is free from sin. We all have hurt others. We've all been hurt. You know, it's like everybody has scars and broken hearts they don't deserve. Everybody. It's not just us. It's not just them. It's everybody. Because that's the life that we live in. Okay, and so it's like you're like understanding that I have to feel into that. Do I feel guilty for something? Do I feel ashamed of something? Do I feel hurt because of something? And feeling into that has actually opened you up to receiving messages from the great beyond, is what I'm hearing. I don't often hear that. That's actually rare that I hear that message, the great beyond. So you could have Native American descent in your bloodline. Like, you could be a Native American. And this is just saying that, like, you have roots to that. Okay, I'm not talking about the people who have like a tiny, tiny percentage. Like, this is for someone specific who could still live on a reservation. Okay, like, that's what they're saying here. Like, you maybe have opened up to shamanistic gifts that you have. Suddenly you're connecting with ancestors, and it's in a way that you never thought was possible. For others of you, you're just opening up to more spiritual gifts and being able to connect with source on a deeper level. Okay, but it's going to be different for everyone. Let's check out what this is. The leaders. I know how to lead because I know what needs to be done. And truly, that's the energy that's coming through here. You are a leader. You know what needs to be done. You know how to work hard. You're not afraid of hard work. That's never been a question in this reading. But what has turned you into being so attractive, and why women are secretly attracted to you now is because now you're the leader that they feel they can follow, not the leader that they fear is going to be a dictator, okay? So there are times when your ability to assume a position of authority and control is crucial. If you think you cannot lead until you know exactly what to do, it is time to learn the truth about the way every great leader leads. They do the best they can. If you wait for others to take the lead, you may be disappointed. Even if they appear resistant to taking your direction, in their heart of hearts, they know you're right and will come around to your way of thinking sooner than you think. In everything you do, do not take any shortcuts. Oh my gosh, I promise you I can talk. In everything you do, do not take any shortcuts or get involved with any underhanded activities. Behave nobly. Remember to avoid seeming overbearing and dictatorial. Didn't I say that earlier? Yes. Let your good example be the best sermon. It is especially important that you avoid appearing cheap or petty. Almost all people have a hard time accepting direction from someone who does not live up to a very high set of standards. Allow your intuition to alert you to whom you can trust and who is not trustworthy. A high set of standards. That's everything that we've been talking about here. And so you are meant to be a leader. You're meant to help others, right? To be the chief, okay? But you have to allow yourself that opportunity to come into this place of truly embodying a loving, caring, kind individual who's willing to jump into the trenches. And that's what's shifting within you, or that's what has shifted within you. Just what I'm saying, like here in this pile, it does feel like the women, why they're secretly attracted to you, it's because they want to follow your footsteps. 33:33 on the clock. Okay, they want to follow your footsteps. It's not necessarily about love attraction. It could absolutely be that, but they just more or less want to follow in your footsteps, all right? So if you feel like this is resonating with you, leave a feather down below and say, I tap into my natural leader abilities. So you let Source know that you're calling in this higher vibrational energy. Leave me a thumbs up down below, but I am going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second, though, to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, pile number 2, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful piece of red jasper, do not know what is on my finger. Something. Some paint or something. Okay. Yeah, if you were drawn to this beautiful red piece of jasper, there's some truth to this, is what they're saying. Okay. Or if you were drawn to this beautiful image, then this is going to be a reading on why are women secretly attracted to you, keeping in mind that these are general readings, so please take what resonates, leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all the links necessary below in the description box where you can email me for a personal reading and I'll get you out further information from there. You may also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly. And I really hope to see you there. Also, I'd love to send a shout out to our very first member. And I apologize if I say this wrong, but I'm going to give it a go. We have Winsky. Yeah, that's what I have here, Winsky, okay? And that is the very first member of our channel. If you're wondering, what are you talking about members, Becky? What's going on? If you look down next to the subscribe button, it says join, or where the subscribe button used to be, it says join. If you click on that, it will show you the levels I have available, which is Love Drops, Love Blossoms, and Love Bloomers. And you can check out what perks are available for each level and if one of those is going to be best suited for you, okay? Awesome. With that being said, we'll go ahead and get into your reading, and I'm going to find out more about you with the dice so we can make sure that this is the reading for you. It is going to be where your energy is at this moment. Also, I feel like I did not mention this in the other piles, but I do want to say that at the time of this reading, we recently are in Mercury retrograde. Okay, so just keeping an eye out, looking for triggering information and things that are coming through, maybe not being communicated clearly. That could be coming up even for us tarot readers because we are communicating verbally, and that is what Mercury rules. But I just want to point that out because it just went into retrograde on December 13th, I believe, and we will be there until January 22nd or maybe a little bit longer. I'm not 100% sure on the dates. But yeah, stay safe out there for Mercury retrograde, and remember that past energy is going to come through, and that you can definitely end things now by not allowing that past energy to come back into your energy, or you can learn some more lessons if you'd like. But let's get information on you. Source, can you please tell us about pile number 3 and their energy so that they know that this is their reading? What can you tell us about pile number 3 so that they know that this is their reading, Source? What messages can you share with us about pile number 3 so that they know that this is their reading? So we have the 12th house, Sagittarius energy, and Jupiter. I love that this came through. Jupiter used to rule both Sagittarius and Pisces. 12th house is Pisces energy. And Jupiter is now Sagittarius energy. But back in the old days, before we knew there were more planets, Jupiter ruled both Pisces and Sag. I don't know why they want me to say that right now, but you could have Pisces sun, Sag rising, Pisces rising, Sag moon. You could have Pisces and Sag in one of those, the major 3s. I'm also hearing Jupiter in Pisces or Sagittarius, or Jupiter in the 12th or the 9th house. Okay. So right now, you're the very spiritual one, okay? Like, everybody's pretty spiritual here, which I love, but there are definitely levels of spirituality, right? Some are learning, some are on the healing journey, and some have definitely been on the healing journey for a long time, and then others have been on the healing journey, but are also trying to, it feels like, absorb all the energy and information that they can for becoming their best selves. Well, I feel like that's you, pile 3. If you've watched all 3 piles, you know that I tell you to leave a purple heart down below and say, I made it. Let me know. I appreciate those of you that watch all 3 piles. But yeah, you're definitely a very spiritual person right now. You're very much connecting with the meanings of your dreams is what's coming through for me, and understanding your intuition on a much deeper level. Okay? Like, it really feels like here you have done the guilt trip thing, you've healed that, you've done the shame thing, you've healed that, the addiction thing, you've healed that. Remember, we all experience those, and it's like you're really working right now on connecting on a deeper level to your intuition and understanding who you are at your roots. And you're finding that the more you connect with your spirituality and the more that you do this soul healing, right? Not just the body, mind, and the physical aura healing. This is like the soul healing. Like, the soul fragmentation is what they're showing me right now. Like, pieces of your soul have been fragmented and you're drawing those back. You've maybe done past life regression, ayahuasca. I'm hearing shaman camp. I'm hearing like the drum healing meditations. I'm hearing like just like really getting in Reiki healing, crystal healing. Like, these are things that you might have gone out of your way, paid for, and done. Okay, and if that's not resonating with you, that's okay. Not everybody has to go to those types of retreats to get that healing and that spiritual connection. You've gone out of your way to learn as much as you can at what you have at your disposal. And right now you're coming into a very lucky time. Like, you're seeing a lot of things work out for you. You're very adventurous, very optimistic, very happy-go-lucky. Like, nothing really bothers you. Even the low vibrational stuff, like, you're the person that finds the positivity and the negativity. Like, there is nothing negative for you. It's like you really do seek for the positive in all situations. Like, situations that most people are, like, completely knocked down to the ground. You're the person that, like, finds the happy part of it. You're like, oh, but we can be grateful for this, or this is something that's good that we can focus our energy on instead. And people are like, how do you do that? And you're like, I just look for the good in the situation. So, but that's what you're working on right now, is really deepening your spiritual connection with the 12th house and Sagittarius energy here. This is you coming into one with source, you coming into one with your spirit guides, with your ancestors, with your higher self, with the super consciousness, with the Holy Spirit, with God, with Jesus, with whatever it is, Buddha, with the gods and the goddesses, it doesn't matter. Whatever you believe, this is you coming into one with whatever your spiritual journey is taking you towards. And through that, you're finding this base level energy of being content and happy and feeling lucky. Just lucky every day, lucky every moment. I'm feeling blessed. And you're just on this very, very deep journey. Very deep journey. We talk about, I don't know why they keep bringing up Buddha right now. That's what I keep hearing. And it's Buddha left his family, right? Like he left his wife and his son, and he went on this spiritual journey to learn more about himself and to learn more about how he could deepen this connection. And it's like he left all that worldly stuff behind, including a family. You might be like, oh, what a jerk, what a deadbeat, whatever. No, like he really was someone who became super enlightened. People call him a guru. I don't think Buddha ever really saw himself as a guru as much as it was just he was a student that was always learning. But with that in mind, I feel like that's you. You're just always a student, and you'll always be learning, and you keep learning even deeper things, like profound things. So when people connect with you, they're like, holy moly, like, where did you come from, pile 3? So I do feel like that's going to play a part in why women are secretly attracted to you today. I feel like you just represent, you're the leader of their emotions. I split the deck. We have the 10 of Cups coming out on the bottom and the upright. It's like you're the leader of their emotions. You're helping them find balance within their own emotional well-being. And it's something that they've always, look, this is Pisces energy. Boom, right there. What was peeking? Look, oh my gosh. Do you see this? This is energy that's saying like they're in love with you because you're a leader when it comes to the emotional well-being of yourself. And your wisdom helps others become a better leader of themselves. A better leader of their emotional well-being. A better leader to showing up from emotional maturity. And this is why women are secretly attracted to you. And it doesn't have to be love. I mean, this could definitely indicate love, but the energy that I'm getting here is that you're in a place of deep, deep self-love and self-understanding. And you just pour that out into so many people and so many revenues in so many different ways, shapes, and form. And when women see you, they're like, that's who I want to be. I want to be like that person. I want to be like pile 3. I want to be able to embody that type of energy. I'm just going to shuffle it like this because we have some pretty profound messages coming through. Look at that. The King of Swords flew out in the upright. So they're saying you definitely share this deep truth with others. This honorability is what's coming through for me here. Source, why are women secretly attracted to pile number 3? Okay, you got your cards right away. Yeah, that was crazy. Usually I shuffle, but I shuffle before every pile, and then I shuffle again on camera, but they didn't want that for you, pile 3. Wow, Kings. Kings like crazy. You have the King of Cups, the King of Swords, and the King of Wands now. Okay, like it would be... I would laugh if the King of Coins came out. That's all 4 kings. That's like Emperor energy, but it's also showing the sheer embodiment of each of those elements, right? But they're showing here that you embody this ability to love others widely and fiercely while sharing a deep truth with them, while sharing this understanding and commitment that you have to your journey. And that's why women are very secretly attracted to you right now. You're also very confident. And for those of you that want women attracted to you, because not everybody does, right? For those of you, you're very good looking, okay? Like, you're very good looking. But I feel like above all, like, none of these were really about women being in love with you. And part of that's because the majority of my channel is women, right? But for those of you men that watch this, I feel like the thing is here is that you're in a place in your life where you're just very sound in who you are and what you've done on your journey. And that's what's so attractive to them. And that's exactly what this feels like. You're just a very good looking person. You're very attractive by nature. You're very confident, cool, calm, and collected. You take care of your emotional well-being. You're not showing up from this place of crazy, like trying to tear everybody a new one. Like, you're coming from this place of honor, integrity and honesty. And in a world full of deceptive and deceitful people, that is something that stands out like gold, like diamonds. Okay, and that's why women are secretly attracted to you. You may have dealt with an overbearing woman in your past. This could be an overbearing mother, right? The Queen of Coins here. Like, we don't have the King of Coins, but we have the Queen of Coins here. Interesting. And you had to change your perspective on how you received feminine energy. And so in lieu of that, it feels like the first thing that you healed, pile 3, was your masculine energy. This is Sagittarius energy. We have the King of Cups, that's Pisces energy. The King of Swords is Gemini energy. This is Capricorn and Pisces energy again. Okay, so it's like you've had to heal this ability within you to receive the feminine energy. The grounded feminine, right? The nurturing feminine, the one that knows how to stay stable in this realm. Because whatever it is in your past that's there, that's lurking, is something that really tripped you up. And it's like now, because you healed your masculine within you, and you changed your perspective on what it was to be the healed masculine. Okay, and again, it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man here. This is the energy that resides within. And it's showing here that now that you've healed that and changed your perspective here, you're someone who's very confident in who you are. You're just very sure of yourself. But sometimes the unhealed feminine that come into your life, those women that come into your life that aren't healing, they just want a piece of what you got because they see you on a different level than them, that can tend to be an Achilles heel for you, because you may have had a mother that did you dirty. What's peaking? Yeah, the Ace of Coins in the reverse. A mother that expected you to support her. This could have been an ex that expected you to support them. It doesn't have to be a woman. It could have been a Capricorn, or it could have been an earth sign. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Or they might have had a rising Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or North Node in one of those. Okay. Random. Must make sense to someone. But they expected you to take care of them, and they expected you to hold them and be the root for them. And it caused a lot of resentment, it feels like here. And so you spent a lot of time healing that. So especially if you're a divine feminine on here and you had a masculine that expected you to nurture them, mother them, take care of them, feed them, clean for them, cook for them, work for them, pay everything for them, and they stayed at home and played video games, watched TV, or they dinked around with other people and other connections, right? And you'll know what I'm talking about. But that's something that, like, you were like, ended up staying very heavily in a toxic masculine, saying, it's my duty to take care of this person because of love. And healing that aspect of yourself said, no, it's my duty to take care of myself because of self-love. And that's why we were seeing you so emotionally sound in the beginning with the cards, because it's showing that you had to go through something that was deeply dark and uninviting and just overall a huge burden in your life to learn how to balance out the toxic masculine within you. And part of that comes from being in a situation where maybe you're healing the mother wound, or it is healing the father wound. But because we are talking about why women are secretly attracted to you, this is why. It's like you healed the natural masculine energy within you. And that doesn't come up very often. It's starting to happen more now, which is amazing. But if you find online, you see someone that's coming from a healed masculine energy, like, you can't help but continue to go back to watch that person because it's so rare. 1555 on the clock. That change, right? You see a man who appreciates a woman for the hardships that she's gone through. Or you see a man who appreciates other men who have gone through situations with women who have just broke them down. You're like, this guy knows what they're talking about. Or even a woman who's in her strong masculine energy, and you see her supporting loving men and loving that part of yourself that's the action taker, and loving that part of yourself that doesn't have to always give in but can work really hard. Like, you're like, this is just someone who's different, right? It's just a natural attraction. Yeah, so we have the 5 of Wands in the reverse, and we have the 4 of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. This is exactly the energy that I was getting. Someone who was connected to you in a sexual connection. Okay, we have that with the Four of Wands. This is a romantic situation. Okay, someone from the past that you were connected to that put you in a place that feeling like they refused to change who they were because you had to fulfill both roles. And so why women are so attracted to you now and secretly attracted to you is because you did what they feel that they couldn't do, or you did what they wish that their man would do. Okay? So take it as it resonates, but that's the energy. Like, you're showing up in an energy that they wish they had understood from an earlier time. Whether that's attracting a mate or whether that's understanding themselves better, that's where they're at right now. And they're fighting that. And they love that they can come to you and you're going to still show up from this very balanced place, this very understanding place. And you're not going to take advantage of them, right? It's like you're not going to put them in a place that you were once in. That's not how you roll. Like, you're going to teach them something, right? You're someone who's very mature and you know what you want, and you continue to heal yourself, and you continue to be a profound person for yourself, right? Like, you continue to do that. And that's why women are secretly attracted to you, because you're showing up from an energy that they didn't know existed. That's what I keep getting taught. You teach them something. That's what they're trying to say. But that's what I keep getting drawn back to, is you show up in an energy they didn't understand existed. They thought it was only in their dreams. That's what it was kind of trying to come through. Right? Because you had people who were overbearing, who didn't want to change, who were very obstinate in their approach to life, who were in this energy of like, nope, I can't do that. Right? I can only do what I know, and what I know is to keep things the same right now. And right now I have pile 3 who's taking care of all my worldly needs. Why do I need to change if pile 3 is showing up and taking care of everything that I've ever needed? And you teach women. It feels like you teach women about that, or you just speak on the truth about it, and women really are so drawn to your knowledge, and that's why they're secretly attracted to you. It has to do with your knowledge and your wisdom, right? Again, the spiritual aspect behind this. Like, you are meant to teach others how to heal themselves. You could be a deep healer. And I was getting in the very beginning, you have an energy of peace and harmony about you. You're very peaceful, very kind and gentle. And maybe that gentleness is what put you in those situations before, because you, instead of being kind, you were being nice. And we know that nice and kind are not the same. Being nice is like being a doormat. Being kind is still sticking up for yourself. Yeah, we have the Magician here. You had to take off the mask. You had to put it down. You had to listen to yourself and watch and see what it was that you could do to manifest the reality that you wanted. And so women are seeing that, or they're watching the progress of that. Look at this. Could have been family. You could have been married to this person. You could have had a family with this person. But you had to save yourself. And in saving yourself, you brought in true happiness for your life. And now you're teaching others to do the same. And you may not be consciously trying to teach others. It's just something that is, again, that energy is very natural for you. Like, we have the 6 of Coins here. Okay, let's see what else we've got. We have the House of God. And we have the Knight of Coins. Yeah, it's something that you've definitely manifested. You walk through the hardships by yourself, and look at how you just turned into this beautiful soul, this beautiful being. Even if you're a guy, don't take it the wrong way, right? Like, you just shimmer a different way. It's like, whoa, that's somebody who has stood in the blackest dark of night and somehow found a piece of the sun inside of them. And that's what's so attractive. And everything had to fall apart. Like, Source took you through eradicating those emotional egoic beliefs saying I had to stay in this situation because, oh, we've been together for years and years and years, or, oh, we have a family and I have kids with this person and I need to raise my kids with this person. If I break up with this person, there's something wrong with that. But then there was also this energy that was underlying you, like, I also don't want my kids to grow up thinking that this is okay to attract a mate like this or to be like that. Or that was something that was underlying within you, like, I don't want to put my future family through this. I heard that you could be a keynote speaker. Whoa, that's intense. That was really loud. Whoa, that was so loud. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you. Let's get some oracles out on it. Moderation. Rhinoceros. Yeah, definitely very fiery. You are a very attractive person, regardless. Like, you could find yourself in situations, women being attracted to you, or men even being attracted to you when that's not how you roll. You know what I mean? Like, people are just naturally attracted to you because you're very fiery and you are a very good-looking individual. And this is like that uncomfortable place of change. And, you know, anything that's in excess is bad. Even if we think it's good for us, if it's in excess, it can still be toxic. And so learning how to moderate what it is that you put energy towards others and towards yourself. Now you're on your path of purpose. I am not surprised that this came out at all, because like I was saying, like, it feels like you're doing exactly what you've been meant to do, even though some of you aren't even aware that you're doing it. Like, it's almost like it's under wraps for you. You just feel so guided to do this. Yeah, it's vulnerable for you to share some of these stories. But you're okay with that because you also have this belief within you that you don't want others to go through the same thing that you went through. And that's what also makes you very attractive, is because you're looking out for, it's like looking out for the small people, looking out for the little man is what I'm hearing. So we have communion. Yeah, you're someone who channels source energy and channels source messages without realizing it. Like, you may know it afterwards, but when it's happening, it's so present and in the moment, like, you just go with it and you're doing it, and then later you're like, oh, that was not me talking at all. That was someone else. That was something else, right? Like, that was my messengers, my guides, or whatever it is. Like, that was definitely a source message. That was coming from somewhere other than me. And so we have flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. And this just tells me, like, you just stand out. Like, that's just it. You just stand out. Like, you're in this place of really embodying and embracing who you are on this journey. And that's just what makes you stand out. It's like next level. What else would you like to say? Why are women secretly attracted to pile number 3? You're going to get 2 of these. We have house 11, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. Because you came out of the woodworks when everybody was praying for someone like you. It's like all these women were praying that someone like you existed. Didn't I say that earlier? Like, even if you're a man here, it's like you only existed in their dreams. Or if you feel like you're the masculine energy and you only existed in the feminine's dreams, right? We have victory here. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. Like, this just feels like a message from Source applauding you on doing and choosing yourself. So, and it doesn't matter. Again, this doesn't have to be love. This is just attracting a network of people towards you, right? This is what it's saying. It's like you're attracting a network of women to you because it's like you're helping them heal aspects of themselves that they got disconnected from when they went through bad breakups, or when they had bad connections, or when they had bad situationships, parents, whatever it was. You know, they went through toxic situations like you, and now you're helping them to overcome that, and that's why they continue to come towards you. Okay, they want this one. Holding on to anger is like holding on to a hot rock, only you get burned. This is what you're helping them to let go of. You're helping them deal with their anger. Didn't I say that? Like, you're very fiery. It's almost like your fire cools their resentment within. Like, if these are divine feminines who took on that role of just becoming the all, right? And not having a clear definition of what clear roles we needed to play. And it's almost like your fire helps them burn out that resentment and the anger. And that's why it's like that fiery energy here. Finding out what you should have known all along, and you're helping them to embrace love. Love is something you're helping them to see on a deeper level. This and that are true. Yeah, you're just a very balanced person. You're so emotionally mature that somehow, in some way, you help paint the picture for women that they're right to feel how they feel, but also that the situation happened with a purpose. That the situation happened for a reason to make them become a better version of themselves. And for those women that are like, no, it just happened because I'm a victim, like, you never really judge them because of that, or you never hurt them because of that, or point the finger at them. Like, you just stand back and you let them say what they need to say, and you say, it's important for you to give that a voice, to understand yourself deeper, because the more you understand yourself, the more you'll see that this is a situation worthy of your forgiveness. And that's just so that you don't hold yourself back, right? Because the chains of resentment are something that will keep us grounded for the rest of our lives. And it feels like you are helping women deal with that. We have Aquarius energy here, originality, philanthropy, and progressive imagining. So yeah, you're definitely a unique person, and that's another thing that women are secretly attracted to. And Libra, consideration, fairness, and harmony. Exactly what I was saying. Like, you're just very fair. Like, you let them talk. Like, you're not telling them, no, you shouldn't feel that way. You're just saying, like, I understand why you feel that way. But if you don't give that a voice, like, it's going to continue to be on your heart. And let's help that lift a little, right? So let's go ahead and check out your oracle card here. I do feel like this is this energy of, like, being so you could definitely be a divine feminine here, okay? And just being like a fairy godmother to some. For those of you that are masculines, this is just saying, like, you're guided by some very strong feminine ancestors who want you to embody the very strong masculine, okay? This is what that feels like to me. It's like, and you're also bringing something down to share with others. Like, I don't know why I feel like this is a flute, but it's something like, it feels like it's going to be part of a storytelling. Like, you're going to make the storytelling super interesting. Like, you need to listen to this so that you can help heal this aspect of your heart. And people, like, sit down cross-legged in front of you in a big gigantic half circle, and they're ready to listen to your story. And all the women are like, let's go. I love this. This is my favorite part of the story. And they listen to you because you're wise, because you're otherworldly. You're a breath of fresh air. You help them connect with their heart. It's a deeper understanding that they didn't know. Like, you help understand them, which helps them understand themselves. And that's why women are so attracted to you. The mentor, look at this. I respect and learn from the wisdom of my elders. Oh my gosh, I love this. Let's read this from the book, number 48. Okay. That's so you can see it. It says, in most cases, a person does not get to live as long as a mentor unless they have always been wise beyond their years. Those who know this and seek out the company of the mentor and the many older people like her will be rewarded with learning life lessons that they otherwise would have had to suffer through on their own to learn. Having the benefit of such wisdom gives a younger person an advantage that will benefit them now and throughout their life, culminating in their becoming a mentor too. Just as the old must forgive the childishness, ignorance, and lack of attention of the young and pass their wisdom on to anyone wise enough to seek it out, the young must be compassionate with the frailties and the distractedness of the old and help them do the many things necessary to lead a comfortable life in this technologically advancing age. The stick carved by the mentor can also be symbolic of how we all want to leave our mark on our measured, finite lifetime. The act of helping another person and making their life better for having known you is the most powerful way to have an impact on society. It is a deceptively simple way of doing so, but this is known to be true by every mentor worthy of the name. I love this. This just totally clarifies exactly the type of energy that you bring. you help them heal. You're a mentor on their healing journey, and they really appreciate that about you. It's something that they all embrace, and they're so grateful that you're a part of their life, because without you, they would have had to have done it on their own, and that otherwise would have created a lot of hostilities, or they'd have hung on to that resentment and that anger and that frustration, and it would have just taken a lot longer to learn it, versus it feels like you're helping them to really connect with this divine energy, because that's exactly what you yourself are doing, and bringing that into a manifestation, a physical manifestation within life, which is incredible. Pile 3, I absolutely love this. So if you feel like this is your reading, leave a butterfly down below and say, I mentor those who choose to help themselves. So you let Source know that you're embracing this beautiful high vibrational energy. If you made it through all 3 piles, leave me a purple heart down below. You don't have to say anything. You can say I made it too if you'd like. I just truly appreciate you, and I love that you guys are willing to do that. But I am going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. Leave me a thumbs up down below. I do want to take a quick second, though, to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this incredible message. And until next time, pile number 3, stay human. Bye.